We move into our last but not least presenter. In session 3, we have Dr. Rosmina Ahmad Bustami. Dr. Rosmina, you may share your PPT
Hi.
and the floor is
Yeah,
yours.
can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Right. Okay. I'll try to start sharing. Let's see if this works. Let's see.
I think we start a bit early, so you have more time if you want to share more.
Um,
If not, it's okay. We can then continue to
yeah, that's all
discuss.
right. But
Yeah.
what I'm trying to do now is I know my computer is a bit funny.
Or maybe you may send it to the committee instead.
Is that can you see my says that I need to give all the permissions. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, can you see my screen? Is that possible?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. You are still seeing me.
Yeah. It's coming now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. You can see now, yeah?
Yes.
Great, great. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's 10:52 my time, and I believe it's 9:52 your time. Yeah? First and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Uriana for introducing me earlier, and also Mr. Andrew John Pierre for extending this invitation, Ms. Elsia as the MC, and also I'd like to bid good morning to Dr. Ayomi Dita and also Dr. Etilia Natatmaja. Sorry if I got your names wrong. I'm excited to be here. I was given the topic Women in Civil Engineering, and I've always wanted to do it. As shared by Dr. Ayomi and the Dr. Edilia earlier, we are in this field for, I believe, more than 20 years, each of us. And myself, yes, I am in a civil engineer by training. But I'll share more on that later. But before we go, I would want to make sure that the students are still awake around. Are you still here? Students, we have no idea, do we?
They're sending their thumbs up.
Oh, okay. All right, that's great. That's great because I would be able to see those thumbs up. But thank you for letting me know because I think I've prepared. It's interesting. I think it's interesting, but let's see how that goes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, that's me there. My name is Rosmina Ahmad Bustami. You can call me Rose. Andrew calls me Rose all the time. I am from Unimas Water Center, Faculty of Engineering and Stimulation Sarawak. Of course, I'm a civil engineer by training, as I mentioned earlier, and I've been with Unimas for more than, let me see, as a lecturer, more than 20 years. And what do I look now? That's me. Agree? I think uh, Dr. Uriana, Dr. Edilia, and also Dr. Yami would agree with me as well. That's how we all look like. Yeah, with coffee on our hands, glasses, which I only need when I'm reading, sadly. I don't need them anywhere else, but only when I read. Now, I don't want to put them on because I try to, you know, I, I cannot berdamai dengan takdir with my age. That's the thing. Because I always feel young inside. Oh, you see all this outside. That's just the surface. But inside, I still feel that I'm very young. And yep, with laptop always on my hand, and I sleep with my laptop on, right? Dr. Ayomi, Dr. Rihanna, Dr. Delia, we do that all the time. My laptop is always next to my bed or on me, wherever it is at night. I don't know. I say at least 3 cups of coffee a day. Fourth one will make me very agitated. I've had one already today. I'm actually on a coffee detox, trying to reduce my coffee because Ramadan is coming soon, just tomorrow. So well, wish me good luck. I'll have coffee during sahur tomorrow, as I always do, because we couldn't live without one. Anyhow, okay. So yes, that's us, ladies and gentlemen. And today is more than the maths. The title for today is more than the maths because when I thought of it again, um, engineering is about maths. We do a lot. We calculate things. There's a lot of things that we do, but at the end of it, what we at the end of all these calculations, standards, and all, this has to be put aside. We are more than maths. We are more than just the manuals that we adhere to. Like Alsha, when she graduates, she wants to be a contractor on her own. So she'll do all the maths. She'll obey the manuals. She'll obey the codes. But when you put all those down, you put your hat down, and in my case, and Dr. Ayomi's case, we'll put our hijab out, just throw it on the couch or wherever we put it at, uh, we're just human. That title, associate professor or guru besar or whatnot, doesn't carry anything. Um, and today, like Dr. Ayomi and Dr. Adelia, we let you in more to our personal life than we have ever done. I was like, there's a lot more to it. I promise you, and hopefully it will make you interesting. And kalau yang dah lapar itu sebentar, kalau yang lagi mau pergi Imlek, this is the second day of Chinese New Year. So, like my family celebrates Chinese New Year too. My mom is Chinese. So after this, I think there'll be a bit of visiting, and then we'll do preparation for Ramadan. It's still Tanggal Merah here. It's still a public holiday here. And as Dr. Ayumi mentioned earlier, all three of us has similar backgrounds. All these three speakers has similar background. Dr. Ayumi from the eastern side, Queensland. Dr. Adelia was from Victoria, Melbourne,
New
was it?
Zealand, New Zealand,
New
the
Zealand,
south
sorry, New
part,
Zealand. Yeah,
south.
down south. That small. We always joke about Australians.
Yes,
Always joke about
New
New
Zealand,
Zealand.
yes.
Maybe not that little island down south. That and also Tasmania. And I come from down south as well, South Australia, Adelaide. Beautiful city, calm, just like where I'm from. And to let you on, let me see if this works. Yeah. I am XX years old. I always tell people I'm 28, but that's a lie. I've been 28 years. I've been celebrating my 28-year-old birthday for the past 18 years. So you do the maths. Civil engineer since 2002. I graduated from UNIMAS, where I'm serving now for both my master and degree and master proudly. And I obtained my PhD from University of South Australia, which no longer exists because University of Australia and University of Adelaide have now merged into Adelaide University. So if you Google University of Australia, all those are the old news, and we are now known as Adelaide University. I've been I've started teaching since February 2005. So that has been about 21 years now in UNIMAS, University Malaysia Sarawak. teaching all sorts, hydraulics, hydrology, water resources engineering. I teach both undergraduate and postgraduate, and I supervise PhD students. Now, one of my PhD student is actually from Indonesia, from Universitas Panca Bakti in Kalimantan Barat, Pontianak. Okay. And my current position is as director of Unimas Water Center. So we do everything water. Alhamdulillah, it's quite we receive quite a good, I'd say, feedback, not say feedback, but we are welcomed by the engineering fraternity throughout Malaysia. Unimas Water Center is not just a center of excellence in research, but we do help the government and also private sectors when it comes to everything water. You name it, like what I've shared here. That's a beautiful Kuching waterfront. Judika was here for New Year's Eve. So it was held, a free concert was held in Kuching waterfront. Judika sang all the way to the midnight. And there's a direct flight from Jakarta to Kuching. So if you'd like to come, there's always free concerts around. We had, I forgot what's the group name. Oh dear, it's not Niji, it's sayang siapa yang buat konsert hari dekat that one that dekat Padang Merdeka yang besar yang dari Indonesia band ni tak? No, 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 no. Yang besar sekali yang jadi member of parliament ya. Sorry, iklan sikit. Bukan Peter Pan. Yang penyanyi jadi anggota dewan. Ungu. Ungu lah, is it? Siapa namanya? Siapa vokalis Ungu?
Pasha.
Yes.
Pasha Ungu.
Pasha Ungu hold a free concert here as well. So a free, like full concert, I tell you, it was great. Of course, I watched it from the TV. So you see that we are vibrant, we have concerts all year round, events, and where was I? Oh yeah, Unimas Water Center. Sorry, I get easily distracted. And we help, yes, we do research. Well, very much welcome by the state. As the state is growing. I'm also in the corporate world. I'm also an independent non-executive director for one of the public listed company on Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange. The whole Malaysia, there are only about more than 1,000, slightly more than 1,000 public listed companies. So I'm actually quite honored to be selected as one of the independent non-executive director. It's the same as an equivalent of a company in Jakarta Stocks Exchange, right? I think you have similar. So those yang mungkin Dr. Ayomi, Dr. Yuriana, Mr. Andrew, Adelia, we don't put all our money in one basket. We invest in stocks as well. So yes, those future civil engineers, when you earn extra money, that extra money can, I always tell my students, you invest it in gold, you invest in stocks, of course, those that you know which one is good, which one is not. And a lot of construction companies these days are also in the stock exchange as well, right? In I don't know about Indonesia. I'm sorry, I didn't do a lot of research on that because I didn't expect to lead myself on this. And like Dr. Adelia has shared earlier, I'm also married for 21 years. 2 children, 2 growing children now 20 and 18, giving me a lot of headache. The girl spends a lot. I always, this is a joke I've been making whenever we open the door to go out. Open the door, you can see the cash flying, ting, one feet out, then there's another thing, money flying here and there. Well, I think Alsha would be able to relate to that, right, Alsha? Keluar nak pergi coffee, keluar nak pergi Starbucks, Shaggy, apa lagi? All this matcha, cakes, makeup lagi, right? Look at Alsha, she's so pretty and whatnot. Well, good luck to us. And one iguana pet, which we call Labubu. Yeah. And I come from Sarawak, born and bred in Sarawak. I chose this to show where we are at because a lot of people know Malaysia as Kuala Lumpur, but like Indonesia, we have a number of states. So Sarawak is one of them. We're famous as the land of the Hornbills, the biggest state in Malaysia, and it's actually in Kalimantan Island. It's in Borneo Island. So we are neighbors with Kalimantan Barat. So those from Kalimantan Barat could travel to Kuching. We have, I think, if I'm not mistaken, four land borders which you can cross. Just use a passport. There's daily buses, and also they can drive as well. We have a lot of kabe here, especially this long weekend. We would have a lot of visitors coming to Kuching for medical tourism, for tourism, and also shopping. Lots of shopping. And before Christy Ng was actually in Jakarta, a lot of people will queue up outside. A lot of Indonesians could queue up outside our Christy Ng to buy bags. You'll see people holding 720 bags, but I'm sure Dr. Ayomi, Dr. Urian, and Dr. Adelia are holding Louis Vuitton or Prada or Chanel, and not Christy Ng. But maybe you are. Well, I have one as well. And we have daily flights from Pontianak. We have daily flights. No, not daily flight. If I'm mistaken, 4 or 5 flights a week, direct from Jakarta. And this is our capital city called Kuching, Cat, and our campus Unimas. Apa nama? Kita ada campus yang sangat besar juga lah, over 17,000 students with close to 900 academic staff, and we've been present since 1994, so about 26, no, 31 years. 31 years now. And recently, my vice chancellor has launched the UNIMAS 2030 aspiration. I'm sharing this video. Let me know if you can hear it. Can you hear?
UNIMAS is moving forward with a clear purpose.
Can you hear the video?
Yes.
Okay, thank
Plan
you.
of 2026 to 2030, we are shaping a future that empowers people, drives innovation, advances sustainability, and strengthens global influence.
4 pillars, one shared direction. Our strategic plan is anchored on 4 pillars that guide how UNIMAS grows, innovates, and serves society. This is how we move forward all together. So what are the main 4 pillars of UNIMAS 2033? Let's talk about ideas. Let's talk about I, inspiring people, empowering life, advancing talent, students, staff, community, and alumni. Driving innovation, advancing ideas into impact, research, digitalization, and commercialization. Enhancing global influence, connecting UNIMAS to the world, international partnerships, global rankings, transdisciplinary research. Advancing sustainability, building a green and inclusive campus, ESG, low carbon, and inclusive growth. Built on 4 pillars measured by 7 key indicators. Follow this series to understand where UNIMAS is heading.
So that's our beautiful campus. Mr. Andrew was on campus just last year. And I would like to invite you to come on the campus, Dr. Ayami, Dr. Irena, Dr. Adelia, and also all the attendees today. Let me know if you are in Kuching next, and we'll connect. As a matter of fact, think I've prepared one. Oh, sorry. Oops. Did I lose it? Can you still see my screen?
Maybe you can share it.
I need to share it again, yeah.
Yes.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So, what do I do on a daily basis? Or what have I done? This was me before the hijab, sorry. So I'll just cover here a little bit. To show that these are actually my students who are engineers already, just to show that we do go on, jungle trekking. Ini ialah untuk one of our micro hydro projects, which my students proudly won the special award. They brought home 20,000 ringgit, equivalent to 80 juta rupiah sekarang. Actually, 86 juta rupiah sekarang. This was a project with DG. DG is like your Telkomsel, a telecommunication company. They sponsored this challenge, so we brought them over untuk develop a micro hydro system kepada orang-orang kampung. So I'm just going to mix English and bahasa Malaysia. Well, why was I wearing my Adidas kampung boot? We call this Adidas kampung boot because of leeches lah, We go to the kampung, kadang-kadang ada banyak pacat lintah ataupun leeches. So yeah, I was of course terrified of those, so I had to wear them. So it's not always nice and dandy, all flowers and pakai cantik-cantik, pakai high heel, pakai bag. We do go on to the site. Dr. Adelia was sharing on how she had to do all these hard construction works. Now I had to climb bukit, bukau, jalan dalam sungai, boats, long boat rides, keluar boat, naik boat, keluar boat as in because the boat could not, kadang-kadang ada batu tengah-tengah. So we had to jump out of the boat and push the boat up. I'm sorry, Dr. Rihanna, I realize I have a lot of time, so I'm just going to talk and continue on talking until you tell me to stop. I realize that I do have the time, so you will push it up, and those are memories that I think I will keep with me for a very long time. Not only micro hydro projects, but I do a lot of projects with the community. Micro hydro dekat Barrio, one of the highlands in Sarawak. There was this one time I remember to get onto, because we were looking for micro hydro, we had to look for air terjun, waterfall with energy, because it gives energy, then it can turn the turbine, because turbine needs that. So it is renewable, and we don't have any apa nama, there's a bit of mechanical parts here and there, but we do not need electricity for that. So the goal is to get electricity untuk orang kampung so they could lit up at night, one lamp and one kipas. Pasangin. Okay, someone's in the kitchen and trying to fix himself his drink. I'm gonna have to tell, because I'm at home. Tanggal merah still kan, so I'm still at home. Hence, I have a lot of people around me at the moment, including the pet iguana I mentioned. So there was this one time where I had to put the only way to walk to the waterfall is through this bukit. And orang kampung would tell us, oh tak jauh, no dekat saja, dekat. 10 minit jalan boleh. Their 10 minute is like half an hour my time, and that place you have to imagine you are on the edge of a ledge or something, and I had to walk 1 foot in front of the other. Bawah ialah gaung. So that's that experience I would never forget. That is an experience never to be forgotten. Kena pergi jalan and balik lagi, and thankfully at that time I was way lighter than I am now, lighter, so I could carry myself easily. If you ask me yang dah 28 tahun, 18 kali ni, I would say you go on hiking, tak apa, I've done that, done, dusted, been there, done that. It's your turn to do it, not me anymore, right? So that's among the things that we do. And this year, I'm also organizing this conference in Unimas NCon 2026. I've been telling Mr. Andrew John Pierre, you have to come back to Unimas. And I would like to extend this to also Dr. Rihanna, Dr. Adelia, Dr. Ayomi, and your colleagues, and all the students today, and also our BINOS colleagues, to come to coaching 28th to 30th of April 2026. While you might not be able to submit your papers, but if you'd like to present your abstracts, let me know. We'll cook up something. We'll send you the invitation so you can come over and join us for the conference. It's going to be interesting. We have a few international speakers lined up from both water and also structural. Dan juga kita ada our director of Sarawak Economic Planning Unit, and economists, engineers, of course, from the universities coming over. At the moment, we had to stop the number of papers that come in. We were expecting only 100. We have now about 108 papers, so it's going to be interesting for the organizers. Come and join us. We're expecting about maybe 400 delegates this time around. And that's also me on the newspaper with my master's student on Banjir in Sarawak. That's our students juga. We do send students on challenges, pertandingan, locally, dan juga at the national level. That's also me doing all the entertaining with the apa nama? Netherlands ambassador to Malaysia. He's very tall. This is him, sangat tinggi, very noticeable. That's me. I remember this was the first Ramadan of last year, and which means that it has been a year, and also that's me on TV. Cukuplah satu gambar, tak boleh banyak-banyak. And like I said, it's always not always cantik. We do mengajar, of course, mengajar. Like I said earlier, mengajar hydraulics, hydrology, water resources engineering. But I also deal with, and as engineers, we solve problems, don't we? People come to us with problems, and we do solve problems. Problems yang macam mana? Problems apabila waterfront yang tengah construction fail, ataupun sebelum construction, dia punya excavator dah dalam sungai. So that's what we do. Because kalau nak buat waterfront sahaja, nak buat project sahaja, they will call consultant. And kalau ada masalah, they will call us. They will call daripada university, sebab we have the experts to deal with it. So I've been called up as panels untuk sama ada dari segi forensik, checker, dan these two lah, dan juga panel untuk memilih design, construction, especially for water-related infrastructures. We deal with flood. We deal with flood juga. It's not bukannya maksud Kuching tak ada banjir, Sarawak tak banjir, banjir. Okay, and that is why saya pun terlibat juga dalam panel untuk rancangan Tempatan Banjir RTB Sungai Sarawak kedua that is projected to cost about 2.5 billion. That's about 10 trillion rupiah. 10 trillion rupiah. Is it? I think so. Yeah, I should think so. About 10 trillion. Yeah. Untuk memastikan bahawa Kuching, its surrounding areas, and also the further downstream of Kuching will not be flooded. Of course, it's the work of Mother Nature, and of course, it's climate change. There's a lot that we can deduce from here, but we would like to protect the city dengan lebih bagus lagi. Do we have an adequate rancangan tempatan banjir? Yes, we do. Tapi it can protect us for about 1 in 50 years punya banjir. But we would like to see Kuching being protected for an average recurrence interval of 1 in 100 years rainfall. Civil engineers would understand this jargon, I believe, yeah. And like I said, I'm also involved in one of the public listed company. We do shipping, dry bulk shipping, dan juga a bit of aviation. And this is what I do on a daily basis, research. And one of our research product has been translated into a commercial product. You see the anggota Dewan here. Yeah, that's me. And that's our technical staff. This is my student. Turning air gambut yang ada color. Yeah, because Sarawak seperti juga Kalimantan famous dengan our air gambut, to turn it into air bersih yang selamat untuk diminum. But we do advise the folks orang kampung untuk masak dahulu sebelum minum. Kerana source of air ini selalunya ialah air sungai. And this machine can fit at the back of your four-wheel drive. Didesign untuk remote areas. We're not talking about rural areas. As I've shown you earlier, Sarawak is a big state, although our population is only about 2.4 million, 2 juta lebih penduduk untuk seluruh Sarawak. But we do have penduduk yang tinggal di tempat-tempat yang remote lah, not connected by road, tetapi you need to take boats. Then it's not that they don't want to move. Of course, anak-anak mereka akan pindah ke bandar, tetapi setelah pencen, setelah habis bekerja, they would go back to their kampung. Sebab life is still good at kampung. So, tapi part connections kadang-kadang tak boleh pergi ke kampung kan? And we have this program by the government called Sarawak Alternative Water Supply System, whereby the water supply water treatment plants are being erected ataupun dibuat di setiap community yang remote ini, so that they have access to clean water, supaya mereka tak perlu lagi pergi ke sungai untuk ambil air. right? And Alhamdulillah, I think now Sarawak, yes, we have 100% connectivity to the electricity. So electricity setiap rumah di Sarawak ada. So in the remote areas, diorang tak ada direct electric connection, tapi ada solar yang dibekalkan. Sorry, not solar. Yeah, solar panel. I was trying to, at the back of my mind, I'm also translating myself into bahasa Indonesia and bahasa Malaysia. So then I ingat solar in bahasa Indonesia is diesel, but I'm talking about the solar PV. So each of the kampung would have their own solar PV so that they have access to electricity. Dan juga ada certain kampung yang ada micro hydro like what we have done and our students have done previously. Now we are working very hard and it's not easy. It's costlier and also maintenance yang banyak. Kenapa water treatment plants yang kita letak di kampung sebegini? Sorry, kalau water ini I am very passionate about because I'm in hydraulics. Sebab this is being produced, the clean water is being produced without any chemicals. Tak ada chemical walaupun air gambut. Tak ada bahan kimia langsung kerana kita akan letak di situ. The engineers will come every few months to maintain. Tetapi on a daily basis yang maintain ialah orang kampung yang kita dah train. Now, because kita tak mahu orang kampung deal with chemicals kerana mungkin besok kalau we let them on, satu kampung tak ada bangun lagi dah. Kalau dosis yang dibekalkan itu tidak tepat. Yeah, so we would like to avoid that. This is a chemical-free water treatment system for the whole community. And I'm passionate about this. SDG 5 says gender equality. Because previously and still kita ada community that is being marginalized from development. Okay, di margin yang agak ke belakang dari segi pembangunan. We still have women. This is from, I took this from a website in Ghana. These are Ghanaians. Dan cuba lihat, siapa yang ambil air? Adakah lelaki yang gagah? Lelaki yang banyak muscle, otot yang besar-besar yang pergi ke gym untuk ambil air? Traditionally, kalau kita ingat balik, our ancestors yang pergi ke sungai, sungai di Sarawak kita tak boleh pergi kerana banyak buaya. Di Sarawak bahaya. Buaya juga kan di Indonesia. Buaya kita banyak di sungai dan juga di darat. Saya tak tahulah di Indonesia banyak buaya darat ataupun tidak. Itu kena tanya Mr. Andrew. Yeah, so that's what I meant. So yang gagah perkasa ambil air dari sungai ke rumah ataupun dari telaga dia pergi kan ke rumah ialah perempuan. Betul? Dr. Yuriana, do you agree with me? We see this kan? Kalau ingat dulu yang banyak ialah perempuan kerana mungkin lelaki kepala keluarga keluar untuk mencari rezeki. Atau when they come back, they'll be too tired to fetch the water anyways, and also to flex their muscles. So we do that sebab kena cuci kain, kena masak. We are lucky these days, you just turn on the tap, water comes to you. Kan? And I was in Jakarta just last month. Yeah, just last month. Yep, no problem. Turn on the tap. You have water. Tak ada masalah. But of course, you still rely on apa nama? Air dalam yang botol biru besar. Over here we have we don't drink directly from the tap, but we do have our water purifier, so we drink from water purifier. Okay, and we would like this to change. We don't want because siapa lagi yang tahu tentang air kalau tidak wanita? Betul. And to continue on from what Dr. Ayomi has mentioned, this is the statistics of students in UNIMAS currently. Okay, so first year mechanical engineering department. These are mechanical engineering students. You can see that the male over, kalau seluruhnya kan, keseluruhannya lelaki lebih ramai daripada perempuan. We have in total kan, kalau diikutkan 4 tahun sahaja. Okay, 4 tahun sahaja. Yang 5 di 6 ini ialah yang extend. Kan? Lelaki ramai, yang extend pun lelaki lebih ramai dari wanita. Extend itu maksudnya yang mungkin ada perlu mengulang kursus, ya. Maksudnya pelajar wanita macam Alsha itu ini pandai-pandai semuanya. Okay, this is mechanical. And here is our statistics for electrical and electronics engineering. Still a male-dominated field. Yeah. And this is for civil engineering. Kalau tengok kan, civil engineering, year 1 lebih ramai lelaki, tapi year 2, year 3, and year 4, kita ramai wanita. So it's a bit balanced. When you look at the number of students in civil engineering, we are quite balanced. But again, like I said kan, year 5 dengan year 6 yang extend ini, yang perlu banyak mengulang kursus ini ialah lelaki yang ramai dari wanita. Yang biru kan. Okay. I don't know about in Indonesia, but this is that the numbers don't lie, people. So you can try to contest with me on that. And this is for chemical engineering. Surprisingly, in chemical engineering, female lebih dominant daripada male. And look here on the year 6 pun, tinggal 2 orang lelaki. Now, UNIMAS, sebab apa sampai year 6 sahaja? Kerana UNIMAS has this strict policy. You enter year 7, that is your last call. Selepas year 7, you cannot proceed anymore. So we usually tell students, especially in the second year, sebab itu you be able to see kalau year 3 numbernya agak mengecil, year 4 mengecil, we'll tell the students in the second year that if it's not, that's my son, if it's not, if you're not into it, you probably should consider another field lah. That's why kalau year 3 dengan year 4 agak menurun jumlah pelajar. So that's our statistics. And to continue, yang itu cerita Dr. Ayomi tadi, cerita Dr. Edilia pula tentang women when she was abroad. This was, I couldn't find my building H. This is building J of University of South Australia, Mawson Lakes campus in Adelaide. My building J, H is connected to building J. It's a 3-story building. Ini nampak 2-story kan, tapi sebenarnya we are connected sebelah sini lagi. This 3-story building, I was on the top floor, and the female toilet, ladies and gentlemen, ini bangunan lama, over 100 years old, when I was still studying, and female toilet on both buildings kan, dan juga kebanyakan building-building lama is located on the second floor. So first floor only male toilet, second floor only other female and male, third floor male toilet only. So I will have to schedule bila I nak pergi ke toilet, dan juga pantry pun on the second floor. So I will have to schedule nak pergi toilet sekali dengan nak pergi pantry. Yeah. So that's how it was. The number of students ataupun lady engineers tak ramai dahulu, but we see that progressing as you know, as the world develops. And this is a small picture of me when I was doing my PhD, just to tell you where I was at a very old building as well. And leaders in the water industry, I think this is similar to what Dr. Ayomi has shared earlier. This is in Sarawak. Puan Malsini Jamal, one is like Ibu Malsini Jamal is the acting CEO of Sarawak Water Sdn Bhd. Sarawak Water is a big water entity that governs the apa nama water untuk utilities lah, kegunaan air ya, untuk minum, kegunaan air minum di seluruh Sarawak. So the CEO, sebab sekarang ini tak ada CEO lagi. The acting CEO is Puan Malsini Jamal. Her background is in law. She is not an engineer. Okay, she is in law. Very nice person. And the general manager of Kuching Water Board, the utility juga macam
In Indonesia, we call it PDAM.
yes,
PDAM.
PDRM. Okay, thank you. You read my mind, Dr. Urana. PDRM, yes. Untuk Sarawak, untuk Kuching, the state where I'm at is Ibu Roziah Jamal. So you see, these are the strong ladies. And it can be very lonely, I tell you, when you're in a room full of men. But you can see the characters. These are strong women. Women in water industry ni memang kena orang yang kuat. Kuat, keras bekerja dan juga lantang. The third person is this fella. That's me. Okay. Unimas Water Center also in water, but I'm also actually honored because I am the first director of the center and I'm still holding the post. I'm still holding the fort. We have about 50 fellows now, and we look after close to 20 research students working in water. So I wouldn't say it's easy. I wouldn't say it's too hard, but it's manageable. So I'm letting you a little bit on into my private life. That's my husband. Oh, my family do not know what kind of pictures that I'm sharing here today. That's my husband. Like I told you earlier, I am Chinese. My mom is Chinese, sorry. I'm Malay. Kalau dalam KTP itu berbangsa Melayu. Sebab ayah saya Melayu. Ibu saya Chinese. And my husband is nationality Indonesian. Descendant ayahnya Bugis, ibunya Sunda. And as you can see from the facial features, he has a bit of a Dutch punya bloodline as well. And my children are confused. They have no idea who they are. Seriously, my daughter especially, she's like, I'm Malindo. Usually you'd have here, if you fill in the form, you'd have to tell, or when people ask, so because their facial features are different from, kind of like, she's not Malay, she's not Chinese, she's not that. People say, oh, what are you? I said, Malindo, and they are proud to say that. This is my son. He's always very shy with camera, but I'm going to zoom it up for you. Can I? No, I can't do that. Oh, sorry. That's when they were children. He's 20 now. This was us in Bali. Bali, right? Yeah, at Gawika. Wait, was it?
Geweka.
Geweka, sorry. Okay. Geweka in Bali, just middle of January. So that's my daughter. My son is 20, my daughter is 17, turning 18 end of this year. So I've been married for 21 years. every anniversary you would joke among the two of us and say, tahan juga you dengan I. And his reply will always say, yeah, tahan, sikit lagi tak tahan. Having me, like I said, I have a strong character. And he's very nice. Romantic, sorry lah, tak ada. Romantic tak ada. He's not the type. We always say, Malaysians always say that Indonesians are nice people, very romantic, nice words. I said, not my husband, unfortunately. He said because he's Bugis, that's why he's not romantic. Well, I don't know if that's true because he's the only Indonesian that I'm very close with, except for the family. My in-laws were here until yesterday. They left last night. So yeah, we have a big family. I come from a very small family of three. I have two other sisters, so just the three of us, three girls. He is the youngest of seven, and we lived we've lived a long distance relationship for the first 10 years of our marriage. Yeah. 10 years of our marriage. So I'm used to not having him around. He's used to not having me around, but we connect because of the children, because we realize that the children needs their father to be around. And I work. My campus is about 40 minutes drive from where I live. So that's quite a long drive. So we schedule the time so that, I drop off the students the kids to school, then I go to campus. So the school is actually halfway, and I would pick them up on my way back to work. So my kids, it's not like Indonesia. I mean, it's not normal for schools here to end at 3, 4. So we chose a school that goes on from morning till the afternoon, and my kids still to the evening, and my kids still complain about that. There were times when I have to go traveling, like I mentioned earlier, to go to the interior, locally or travel internationally, and we would schedule our time so he can be around for the children. But after 10 years, things got a little bit easier, where we stayed in the same city for about 4 years when I was doing my PhD. Then we came back, and for about 1 year plus, we went on. He was in Pontianak, where he is from, and I'll be based in Kuching, because there's always daily flight. That's not the problem. He would make a point to come every month or every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. Not an issue at all. Every school holidays, we would fly back to Indonesia, and we will rotate the Eid between Malaysia and Indonesia. So it's a fun thing to do until COVID came knocking on our door. And can you imagine, for the first 15 years of our marriage, he would come in as tourist. Because there wasn't a need to apply for a visa or anything. Only when COVID came, he was still in Indonesia. He couldn't come over, but we worked on the paperwork, and he became the first Indonesian to cross the land border during COVID. Can you imagine? So that was the sacrifice that he and I made. He's not an engineer. He runs his own business here and also in Indonesia. So COVID came and brought in a blessing for us. Well, he's here in front of me now. And we, of course, we've always been very close. Dulu ada BlackBerry Messenger, belum ada video call, okay, ladies and gentlemen. Kalau ada yang cowok atau cewek long distance, yang tak ada video call. But what was important was communication. We always had that communication thing going, yeah. So to me, communication was key, and Alhamdulillah, the kids grew as, I think, happy individuals. This was us in one of our, when the kids was much younger. After COVID, you'll see the masks are still there. I was telling him I don't have a lot of our family photo on my laptop, so I was looking for it, but I said never mind. I'll just stuck this one in. So this was us. We enjoy holidays. We'll take yearly holidays, and balancing things will be quite, I think, interesting. And that line of communication is still open. And I don't want what I want my children to see is not my mom is Dr. Rosmina, but I want my students to see me as my mom is the one that connects everyone together, connects the engineering world, connects the researchers, connect this and that, because I do bring them to campus as well. And sometimes my daughter would sit in my class when she was younger, and she enjoyed that. She'll ask if I want to bring her again. I said, no, you're too big to do that. She would sit at the back, and yeah. And I would want them to grow and lead their own life, knowing that they have a set of parents who would support them. Fun fact, both of them said they don't want to be engineers and they don't want to do PhD. I must have left not a good impression on engineering and also doing a PhD on them, because they were there when I was doing my PhD. So, but yeah, I think we enjoy each other's company. That much I could say. Yeah, my mother first, a wife, a daughter, and an engineer, apa nama, on top of all that. Tapi kalau you ask me, of course, professionally, kita, an engineer first, lecturer. But if you ask me as a person, not as Dr. Rosmina, but only as Rose, or a lot of people call me Kak Rose from Upin and Ipin, and that's fine. This Kak Rose is a mother first, wife second, a daughter. Then I'm also, an engineer to the society. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to end the note on that. I hope I don't share too much of myself, but I would like to share with what I would like to bring, as a message to the future engineers out there, that you can do everything that you want. You can do everything that you please. You can have engineering belt. You can also wear your corporate belt, and not to dismiss yourself as a parent, as a lady, as a woman, and as anyone you would want to be. You can be all of that at the same time. Just be true to yourself. That's it. And I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ross.